Hello friends, welcome to Akul Mac Live, and we have a very interesting subject to discuss today. As the humans prepare to send their representative, their people on Mars, and the first Martian would then be required to set up colonies, to set up infrastructure, to set up supply chain for food, etc., whatever the daily needs for the next generation to come and settle down. I think there will be a requirement for governing these people who eventually go and settle on Mars, because governing Mars from Earth will be highly impractical. I think the first Martian would draw inspiration from the Earth political system. Today on Earth, we follow some sort of democracy in most countries, and this democracy has been tested, tried for thousands of years as of now, where people cast vote, which then translate into people representative, who then decide the fate of those people who have sent them to parliament or assemblies. Now, as we know, this system is existing, and there could be possibility of coercion in even in democracy. So when the Mars is being set up as a fresh experiment, don't you think that we should actually look at a different kind of governance system? Stick around till the end and we will discuss all aspects of the governance of Mars and what could happen to each walks of life. Friends, reality of today's democratic world is that no country follow a standard method of democracy, especially on Earth. There are about 200 plus odd countries, and barring the few, most follow democracy as they speak. However, none of the countries follow a standard system. For example, a US system may follow certain norms, certain regulations, but which are not similar to UK election. And UK election is not similar to Indian election, or neither of them are equal to each other. Australian system is totally based on some certain different algorithm. So all of these countries, all different countries, have a different mechanism to translate people's franchise into power, and that creates a little bit discrepancies in the political system. And in the end, we realize that the translation of people's will into power of politician is not absolute, and this give rise to coercion. When we're talking about setting up on Mars, maybe we can rectify these issues. Maybe we can think of setting up more people participation into decision making process. Maybe we can have a direct implication of what vote a person has casted vis-a-vis the power the politician enjoys, and who can be the politician. I think there is a time, the time is right to define who can be the leader. In today's world, anybody who actually wins is the leader, but that should not be the case. We should have a leader who's built on ethics, who's built on some personality, who's built on certain value system. So we can now think of setting up a more resilient, more people friendly, more absolute people's power type of regulations for the Martian government. Friends, the first Martian or the subsequent Martians who survive on the surface of Mars may basically go back and forth between Earth and Mars. Now, there are certain difficult postings right now where people actually are posted on those positions, but those are once in lifetime. High up in the mountains or in Antarctica, you cannot actually live forever on these difficult postings. So initially, when Martians actually try to set up colonies on Mars, initially the whole setup would be based on volunteers. However, when the Martians are trying to survive, whatever decisions you take in the first few generations will last for a couple of more generations. And subsequently, when there is a permanent settlement on Mars, the survival on the Martian surface would be different from survival on Earth's surface. Well, Earthlings have pretty much figured out how to survive because we have been here for so long. And when we are setting up human colonies, we would need to set up things like entertainment, things like leisure, things like work, schools, etc. And in all of this, there will be transportation, there may be need to travel for recreation, etc. So you never know how Martians will actually evolve as a society. But then the survival norms would then eventually will be different from what we have on Earth. And therefore, what is right step on Mars may be a wrong step on Earth. Maybe those survival steps are not allowed on Earth by the legal system, by the political system, and by society by and large. So the survival of Martian people would depend on the local conditions, and therefore the legal system or the society or the religious backing of these actions will have to be determined by the local conditions. And since those local conditions are different on Earth and different on Mars, these two policies, survival policies, will have to be derived separately. From that point onwards, moment the humans set foot on Mars, the survival policies will start taking shape, a different one for Mars and different one for Earth. And eventually the survival policy of humans on Mars will become norm or the legal system applicable on Mars and will be so different from Earth. So that is why we have to understand that moment we start setting up a colony on a different planet, the Earth fate will also change in terms of understanding what is right, what is wrong, how the ideologies are impacted, because the Martians will form their ideology on a different parameter. The Earth ideology is dependent on the racial differences that we have today. And similarly, Martian society will be formed of multi-racial systems, but their survival instinct will be different, their policies would be different, and hence these two planets will then evolve in a different path socially. Very similar to the survival policy, the social fabric of Martian would be totally different from the Earth's social fabric. Now we are answerable to our families, we take care of our kids, we also take care of our parents, we have certain way of living in society, we have right and wrong, and those are pretty much determined. Even if I go to another country, the right will be right, wrong will be wrong. And similarly, the way we do things socially, for example, marriage, divorces, friendship, dating, all of these features may be different on Martian, depending on the survival instinct of the first Martians. And therefore, the social fabric will be totally different. The way of life on Martian will evolve, needs to evolve. I would rather put it that way. Whereas on Earth, it has already evolved based on certain ideological differences. So those ideologies will not be applicable on Martian surface, because people will be overwhelmed by the survival, by doing tasks, by setting up colonies, and as a result the people will have to take care of those tasks, and those tasks will actually play a major role than this social fabric of the society, and hence the social fabric will then evolve. I'm not saying that the social fabric will destroy. It needs to evolve, and like any other thing, evolution is a natural tendency, and then people will then do a fresh trial and error in terms of local conditions, and then form their social fabric. And therefore the social fabric of Earth will be different than the social policies or fabric of Mars, and all of this definitely will impact the political system and also law and order. On Earth, the education is very well defined. There are certain methods of education of our kids, starting from nursery to junior school, middle school, and college, etc. It's very well defined. At every stage of the life, humans study certain things and gradually evolve over time. Somebody have a brain of a mathematician, they actually get into science and physics and mathematics. Others may like to practice arts, some may like to practice music, and some may like to become an administrator. All this is determined by the education of the children on earth, which is very well defined. And how this education system has come into being is basically what is needed by the society. So today, if we need people to administer our society, we need people with that aptitude. We need law enforcement systems, and we need scientists, we need teachers, and therefore so on and so forth. Different types of skills are required for humans to survive. When people go on Mars, the requirement for them may be different, may differ little, may not be entirely different, but I think the kids may not need to study their music of Earth. They may have to evolve their own music. Maybe certain instruments do not play as well. The music instruments which are found on Earth may not play as well on Mars. So they may have to evolve into a different kind of music. The survival science will then influence the education of kids, and maybe they have to study geology rather than studying anything else, because they are just setting up on a planet. They would need to understand what are the rock samples, where they can set up their homes, where the water is found, what minerals to mine, how to grow plants. Maybe these are the things which will take forefront in the education system, and therefore when humans basically settle on Mars, they cannot take the education system on their planet. They have to bring a new type of education system, and therefore when I say that education policy will be determined by the Martians, and therefore this education policy will also be decided and hence will be impacted by the politicians, and therefore even this will impact the political system on Mars. Now I want to talk about the most interesting aspect, and that is related to economy. The economy on Earth has evolved over last couple of millennia. During the time of colonization, this madness was brought into control by having different currencies. That means each country will have different currencies. Today we have so many currencies. There is a currency market by itself. You can actually buy currency and sell currency. Each country has their own currency, whereas there are consortium of countries like Euro. They follow one consortium and one currency. So these are all things which are evolved by humans, by great mathematicians and economists, to control this madness and to ensure that economy moves in the forward direction. Now, when we have this system, obviously people don't like this botheration of doing cross currency calculations. How much it will cost me if I buy in Russian ruble? How much it will cost me if I buy in Chinese yuan? So it is extra botheration, and that is why the cryptocurrency has evolved, because cryptocurrency is something which is governed by itself on the internet, and it is gaining foothold. It is going to get recognized, but I think the method of accepting cryptocurrency is rather slow on Earth. I believe it will accelerate moment a Martian colony is established, because the economy of Mars will be different from economy of Earth. Maybe on Mars water will cost in the in value of gold. We don't know. Maybe oxygen may be very expensive. I mean, in terms of commodities, because on Earth the scarce elements are more expensive, and things which are available everywhere are cheap. So I think the same method will apply on Mars. What is scarce on Mars is the survival. You don't have too much water, you don't have oxygen, and therefore this economy will be determined by the commodities in demand which are scarce. And therefore when you have different economy, why they have to follow an old norm which actually evolved from a colonial era? They can actually start afresh with the cryptocurrency itself. And once the Martian cryptocurrency is recognized, the cross conversion between Earth currency and a cryptocurrency of Mars will be so complicated. So to ease that burden, the Earthlings will also accept the cryptocurrency, so that they have only two currency from that point going forward, which is Martian crypto and the Earth's crypto. And that is why this whole thing will be a major change in the way we do things. Most of the banks will disappear, or maybe they will become a finance company. They will have to reinvent themselves when this happens. But this is inevitable in my point of view. There is going to be a totally different norms for understanding what are the financial systems and what are the financial irregularities, and therefore Mars and Earth will evolve on a different trajectory when it comes to economy from the time the colony on Mars is set up. We must agree that when the Martian civilization is set up, they will have a totally different way of governing themselves. They will have a totally different political system, which is so different from Earth system. Their education will be totally different. Their law and order will be totally different. What is legal here may be illegal on Mars. What is illegal here on Earth may be legalized on Mars, depending on how the society evolved. So I think given the freedom to humans, they can actually think about how they need to be governed in a totally new system, and the setting up of Martian colony by humans will also have a profound impact on the way the life on Earth will govern in future. These are the very big aspects in terms of setting up goals for the human civilization. From that point onwards, there will be two different civilizations. One is called Martian, which is again Homo sapiens, and one is called Earthians, which are also Homo sapiens. I think the goal for the Martian civilization is to grow further, colonize Mars, look at how survival can happen on extraterrestrial planets. They will learn how to set up different bases on different satellites, other satellites like Europa, Titan, maybe second colony on Mars, maybe certain moons outside on the gaseous giant or on the ice giant. So I think the research and development on Mars will be driven mostly by these aspects, where the humans will be then going out further from Mars and learning how to set up things, and therefore the legal system which will govern the Mars will be different from the legal system which governs Earth, because if the society does not change, the legal system will also not change. However, if both the societies, which is Martian as well as Earth, grow together, then they will be able to combine both challenges, and come up with a unified system, which is most unlikely. Friends, this is what I thought in terms of bringing this very controversial aspect of how the society will look like on Mars, especially when the Martians will have a totally different types of challenge than the people face on day-to-day basis on Earth. Right now, travel time between Earth and Mars is about couple of months, and that too, the opportunity to travel from either Earth to Mars or Mars to Earth arrives only after 2 years, when the both planets are at the closest. However, the technology will improve and we will be able to reduce this time from couple of months to about couple of weeks. So it will be similar to traveling to a tourist destination, like we do it every year with our family, that we like to go to Rome, we like to go to this place, that place on Earth, and we spend couple of weeks, kind of dedicate couple of weeks for our recreation. So similarly, there will be a time when the people from both the planets will be able to travel back and forth. However, there has to be a control, because who can come, who can travel, who can buy the ticket, who will settle into that society which is different from Earth society, or Martian who will come back to Earth and then settle down on Earth. So there are a lot of issues like that. Therefore, there will be a visa system. I'm sure there is going to be a visa. There could be a medical visa also, which can be applicable, because the Martian diseases will be different from the Earth diseases, and we don't want to carry the infection from Earth to Mars, or the Martian infection to come to Earth. So there could be a medical visa, there could be a vaccination visa, there could be a legal system based visa, what is allowed, what is not allowed, and all those kind of things. Pretty much in today's environment, we have a travel permit from one country to the other. So similarly, there will be a system which will be based on certain different parameters, from traveling from Earth to Mars and Mars back to Earth. Don't you think, friends, this is going to be a reality when a Martian colony is set up on Mars? Friends, do engage with us and send in your comments on this very, very important subject. Tell us what you feel. Tell us you have any opinion. Do share with us, and we will run some of your messages in the next version of Akurmac Live. And if you like what we discuss, please subscribe our channel and give us a thumbs up, and I will catch you in the next one as usual. Until then, bye bye.